Here we are.
Hi,
Yay.
everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here this evening. Diana has decided to go behind the veil, and she's going to see what she can see.
Hello.
She's going to bring through lots and lots of wonderful juju.
Mystery.
Mystery. Yes.
I feel like I'm in the swamps in New Orleans.
Yes.
Yeah,
On the
She's
bayou.
she's bringing in that Mercury information on the galactic center. That's what she's doing. So everybody be prepared for some interesting information. Downloads.
Well, she didn't want to muddy the waters, so she muddied her face. That, there you go. So welcome, Diana. Yeah, she's actually got a problem with the download of a new
upgrade.
Right, upgrade. Yes, and she did reboot. She did reboot. Now Landon's here. If he was there, maybe he could help her. But anyway, he's not there. Next, we have Terry Renner from Holding Your Space. Welcome back, Terry. Below Terry is Peter and Carolyn Booker, Ghost. And next to them, we have Valerie from our guest tonight from Illumination Portal. And Valerie lives probably about 50 miles from the Bookers. So how about that? Yeah, something like that. And then we have our wonderful Cali healer, Kelly. And so welcome everybody. Welcome. And thank you everybody for being here. Let's see, we've got Heather, Indigo Jaguar. It's good to see you, honey. Froxy Roxy, Christine Fryer, Gwen. Froxy, I got your question. Hi, Jill. Annie Bear is here. And Annie Bear, Barbara Nesper, and Jeff is here. Hi, Jeff. And I was just on with Jeff, so welcome back, Jeff.
Yeah. That was really interesting.
I missed it.
It's fun to read with. I love working with him. Rossi's here, and Landon's here, and he didn't even have to get paid to be here. So
I didn't give him any money.
Gwen and Lori and Donna and Charlie. Thanks for being here. Book's here. She wanted to sit and talk. So I said, well, we're going to be on the show. So come over. Hey, Jay Marcus. It's nice to see you. I hope you're okay down there in Seattle. Annie's in her PJs. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm next. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think I got everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm sure we'll have some more people dropping in. I have about 3 dreams, it looks like already, and I have that clicked so we can get to it. But tonight we're going to start with our wonderful Peter Booker, who wants to pass along, I guess, is it a dream, Peter, or is it a experience?
It's an experience.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. A few years ago, at work, where I worked at Colonial Williamsburg, they have lots of artifacts around everywhere, as you can imagine. But in one of the bathrooms in this particular building, there's a mural. It's in Delft tiles of a ship flying a Dutch flag. Mm-hmm. And on it is the date 1737. So out of nowhere, a voice in my head said, how old was I in 1737? And a voice said, I was 6. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
wow.
I've had sort of similar experiences, if you will, with that time frame. And once I mentioned this to Carol way back, and she said that I died at the age of 6. I was caught underneath the ice in Germany, and I drowned. I obviously don't remember that specifically. However, I have an affiliation or affinity, if you will, with the Bach family, because
Okay.
they were vast. There were lots of sons of, etc., and then each one of those had lots of sons. Of being a musician, because I love Baroque music, always have. Obviously, I did that as a profession as well, being a musician. But I couldn't understand at the time. I was progressing really fast, and I'd be able to read and play stuff that I'd never seen before at quite an early age. And looking back on it, I think, how was that possible? Of course, it's possible if I had been associated either with this family or been a musician in the prior life. But this business of being six, that I thought, I'll see what the ladies have to say about that. What your feelings are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are lots of childhood prodigies who, they're like, I just saw one the other day, and this kid is like 2.5 and just can play everything, But are you thinking that you were Bach himself?
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
Either one of his sons or sons.
Well, yeah, if it's 1737. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You did, but I want to hear what somebody else has to say.
My word isn't good enough anymore.
Yes, it is. Yeah, of course.
All right. I'm going to let you guys go ahead. It's not really cold. I just like to have something warm on. Sorry, everybody. Yeah.
It does feel good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're showing me a tree, Peter. So you were definitely in that family tree. And they're saying family tree then. And they're also saying that you were a prodigy, a child prodigy at that age. And it wasn't the first time that you've been a child prodigy with music. But they're also saying that you studied with them. And was Mozart at the same time as Bach?
They overlap. They do.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a connection there as well.
Yeah. Come on, kids.
So
They
I saw a great, a gigantic fireplace, a stone fireplace. Were those Delft tiles on this fireplace?
They weren't on the fireplace. No, they were on the wall. They may have been on the fireplace for some time.
Okay.
Well, the reason why I ask is because this Delft tile you're talking about is something that just has familiarity to me. And then they show me this, giant fireplace, castle size, to fill the whole great room with heat. So I think that's connected to you, but perhaps I have a strain in this story as well.
Oh.
And I may have been family.
Well, that makes sense, actually. Doesn't it? I mean, it does.
I mean, I'm seeing like this tile means something to me, and I don't know what that is, except that I can see it as if I'm looking at it. But there's something else about this fireplace that is extremely important for family gatherings or whatever it is. There's something about this fireplace that's extremely important. Have to work on that one in my dreams tonight.
Anything from you, Kelly?
This is just kind of, on the same topic, but I just keep getting something with your grandkids. Is one of your grandkids, do you feel like maybe has the same connection?
Yes. Our newest grandson, we believe to be the reincarnation of my twin brother.
because I just kept hearing grandson, grandson, grandson.
Mhm.
And then I just kept hearing the innocence, and he's very gifted too.
Okay.
He's still a baby, but yeah.
Well, he's going to be very gifted, and he's really going to bring change into the world.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wow.
Yeah, he can't. He lights up when he sees Peter, and he talks to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's
Uh,
So cool.
And he talks to me too. You know, his
Yeah.
mom will call and say, "Well, what's wrong with Edward?" And I say, "Okay, put him on the phone," and we do FaceTime, and then I'll say, "Okay, Edward, tell me," and he'll talk in baby talk. For some reason, I can understand him. I said, "Well, he's tired, he's hungry, and his teeth hurt."
Yes.
You
There.
can, yeah.
And
Yep.
so she took care of all that. She says, "He's fine."
Wow.
Of course, I told her she was pregnant. She didn't even know she was pregnant. And then it's a boy.
I
She's got
definitely
two
think you guys
girls.
did a past life together,
Yeah.
and that's the connection too. He recognizes you.
Well, if he was my twin brother, he died at birth. And
So yeah.
when he sees me on the phone, he's trying to reach out to my face.
Oh.
Just as you would have done in the womb.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I get, Peter, there's lots of backstory.
Mm.
And so it's like that, and that's exactly what you're saying, or that there might have been more than one of the lives or that you were affected by. Could you also play your instrument without too much hard work?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Look what I get. Isn't it a trumpet that you play?
Yeah. That's
Trumpet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Love it.
It gets everybody's attention.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And then you get this one, feeling the absence. And of course, you are in Williamsburg, and your grandson is in England, right?
Yes.
So he feels the absence. And if it was your brother reincarnated, then I'm feeling as though he says, "Well, here I am, but I still don't get to be with you, really."
He will.
So yeah.
Yeah, not yet. He will though.
Not yet. Yeah, I just, I'm just
Yeah.
thinking that,
Yeah.
because there's the
We're not-
grandpa and the grandchild. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, super.
interesting cards.
I got confirmation on all of that with my pendulum, and I on the ship. You were a child on the ship and around that time period. That's why the voice came in to. Did you did you have a name of a ship?
I remember seeing the name of the ship. It was a Dutch vessel, and it was flying a Dutch flag. And obviously, it was on Delphi.
Yeah. Oh wow! But you don't have any Dutch. You don't have any Dutch in your own lineage, or do
No,
you?
not that I know.
Okay.
Of.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Norman French. But,
Yeah.
no.
English.
Yeah, Norman French.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But
All right. So
your great aunt marry a Dutchman? You
Oh,
I can't remember.
I'm sorry. Who is somebody talking? I
So-
just looked up this Dutch ship for 1737.
oh,
Is a vessel of the Dutch East Company,
Mm.
VOC, built in 1737, which stranded on the Goodwin Sands in 1739 while en route from Texel to the East Indies, the spice trade, where we've been together, Allie. And I can't pronounce the name, or I'll just slaughter it a little bit here. It's the Rooswijck, Rooswijck.
that's definitely Dutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because if
Yeah.
I were to say that in Polish, it would,
Right.
it
Yeah, it
would
would be
make
totally
sense,
different.
but it's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the
Rustic.
I'll take your word on that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that could be why that tile would have been immortalized on the wall there anyway, because it has a history and perhaps some kind of connection to the family as well.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay.
I want Carolyn to tell us what she got, but I just want to say, anybody coming in late, Diana tried to do an update to her computer, and this is the result, and she didn't want to miss the show. So she is blurry, but hopefully by next week she'll be okay. All right. So Carolyn, do you remember what you told him when he told you that?
Well, I told him he was 6 when he died.
Uh-huh. Oh,
That he had drowned when the ship went down.
Oh, really? So maybe you weren't born in 1737. Maybe you were born in 1743. What was the year the ship went down?
31.
The ship went down in 1739.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I may not have died at the age of 6. I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But you remembered that. You know how I'm thinking somebody stirs a memory of a certain time in your life, and that time sticks out for whatever reason, even though it, may not coincide with the other thing. Wow. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. Yeah.
So cool.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Yeah.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
So cool. Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
holding something up, Diana, you're having your tea. Okay.
No, no. I'm reading more
Looks
about this ship. I mean, there's a nice crosshatch picture of it. Because I'm on my phone in this cloudy cloud, you can't see what I can see. But it sank.
Mm.
It sank. It was stranded, but it sank. So perhaps you were 6 years old on that ship as a cabin boy or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to go to Dream. We have to go there tonight as a crowd.
Okay. I don't want to drown though. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's too late for that.
That's out.
At this time of year, you don't want to be on the Goodwin Sands.
No.
That's right. That's right. Wow.
Well, and they discovered it off the Kent coast in 2005.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Wow. So
And
wonderful.
that East Indian Company, well, you and I having done that trip together.
We're the first Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
Walking
right.
around saying what I really, really want.
Yeah, right. Oh, there you go. I've been singing that for how long, Valerie? We started figuring out what January is going to be like.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
All right. So we've got a question from Annie. And I love the question. She asks, did the history live in the oils of the painting? Any painting, I guess.
Ooh,
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yes.
in the case of those tiles, they were replica, I'm sure, but obviously
Uh-huh.
the image meant something, but not necessarily the oils. But
Yeah.
I'd imagine yes. I mean, memory could be kept within the medium.
Sure.
Well, it's like graphology. You can't fool the brain when it comes to writing.
Right.
So
Right.
your energy goes into your writing where it goes into your painting, down the paintbrush, and
Yep.
your emotions that go into the paint.
Mhm.
So yes.
Yeah.
And along with that, I have heard and read many times that cooks who are in a bad mood and they're making food in a restaurant
Mhm.
infuse that into the food.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So in other words, go ask how the cook's doing that night, you know?
Yeah.
Who needs
My
that,
goodness.
right?
Chef happy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like too, when you're painting and any creative process really is brought in from the higher self.
Right.
And that's the collective energy that the creative energy is collective. And that's where, like, you know,
Mhm.
how Leonardo was able to invent a helicopter way back when. So, so yeah. So when they're pulling in that collective energy, that consciousness, it gives extra energy into the paint or the tile or the
Mhm.
science,
Yeah.
math, astronomy. Yeah.
So
Or
was
you
that
just-
one of the only times that happened, Peter? Or did you have that happen any other time that you remember?
No, that's the first time it's happened to me. But as I say, I often wondered throughout my career how I managed to pick up so quickly on the things I did with music. It just took up,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
exponentially.
Yeah. Wow. Yep.
So, yes, Heather, I understand where you're coming from for sure.
Mhm.
And as you've all said, there's energy stored in what we are creating by us because we're the creators. And especially when we look at old oil paintings, they didn't squeeze it out of a tube. They took their
No,
olive
mix-
oil or whatever they had in their
Yep.
hand, walnut oil, and they got the powder and they mixed it up themselves. So the fluidity of the liquid plus all of the stirring and melding and cooking it itself because it still has to sit. And it's like
Yeah.
cold cooking, like sauerkraut or any of those other things that we do. So, especially your mood goes into it. The brush has a mind. The oil listens to the brush, which is listening to the hand, which is being directed by the mind. So it's there's so many elements coming into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and plus the DNA of the painter is all in it, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't be
Times
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do DNA testing on it, you know. That we
how many
they-
times did Leonardo sweat over what he was doing?
Oh
Or
yeah.
Michelangelo when he was up there doing the Sistine Chapel.
But now they can take that and they can make a picture out of it actually. And you can see what the person looked like. That just blows my mind. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That what is that called? That image, that light image that's left behind by us.
oh, the etheric.
Right, Bonnie?
You can get X-rays done that show your
Kirian photography. Kirlian photography. Yeah.
Diane,
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
have you ever seen the movie The Girl with the Pearl Earring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vermeer is my hero.
You were her father.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my.
Making the Delft.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
You were her father.
Oh, wow.
That explains why I love Vermeer so much.
Mm.
And
Love Vermeer. Yeah.
yeah, I
Mhm.
actually did a painting based on one of his where I incorporated my grandmother and one of her sisters, which would have made her my great aunt because there were 16 kids in her family and my mother was the child of one. So yeah, oh my gosh, I got goosebumps. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So, Roxy, she said this happened years ago, but when I met my boyfriend's parents and sister and her baby, they were the spitting image of my sister-in-law, her parents, and my niece. What was that all about? Wow. Well, there are lots of doppelgangers and they hang together. I don't know. It sounds really fascinating, though. Yeah.
That sounds like a family connection way back.
Yeah. Okay. There are people that are finding out that someone is their cousin or whatever that they would never have guessed. So that
Right.
makes sense.
Right.
In our soul family, that we're attracted to people who are connected to our soul family,
Mhm.
and we have the feelings about that when we meet people, like it's something that
Yeah.
sticks with you, just for a second, or but
Yeah.
keeps coming back.
Mhm.
It's pretty
Mhm.
cool.
You remind me of somebody I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or used to know.
Or used to know. That's right. That's right. Anybody else got a hit on this one? Terry?
I think it's a mirror image, and it's like there's the in between, and then there's this dimension and that dimension, and they were kind of meeting, like they're like we make a different choice and we go this direction, but the other part of us, well, what if we went that direction? So that kind of thing, different dimension.
She felt it was incestuous. Look at this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
do you mean timelines, Terry? Like you choose one way,
Yeah.
one timeline, another way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the movie Sliding Doors.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Wow. Kelly?
I definitely think there is a soul connection too. I agree that, and I totally get her not marrying him, because it would have felt very, very odd that there was some connection in past lives and into this life too, that was familiar to her.
And
Well,
then,
there are people that have been engaged or even married to their half brother or sister and didn't know it at the time.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ancestors.com. And then you find out, oh, you're my brother from another mother. Ooh, bye-bye.
No, but there was a doctor in the DC area that actually used his sperm at a sperm bank and impregnated 2,700 women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
He got in big trouble
his
too.
name was Jacobson. Yeah.
I
And he
remember
got in
that.
big trouble. Yeah. Then there was another one I heard about too, but he was telling people, for instance, that it was a donor, and all along just kept doing. Yeah. So you never know. You never know. Do you got anything? I don't want to skip by you, Carolyn or Valerie.
I just think it was soul family on a strange level.
I think she would have felt odd man out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's fascinating though. I
It
can't
wouldn't have-
imagine.
yeah, it wouldn't have worked because she would have been separated. She would have been like a lone person,
Okay. So
Don't
maybe
you think those feelings? I'm sorry. Sorry,
No,
Alex.
No, go ahead.
Don't you, when we have those feelings about when we meet people, like it's just, no, that's not going to work. Like it really does put you in a whole nother direction. And there's something in you that just is repulsed by it or really turned off by it. Let's say like that, whoever it is.
Yeah. Yep. It's our intuition just giving us a signal.
Yeah,
exactly. Yep.
Yep. But they looked exactly alike and the same ages. Wow.
Yeah, that would have freaked me out too. From
Yeah.
I would have been out that door so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, Heather says that's what Epstein wanted to do. What? Wow. I'm sure he could have succeeded if he had been given time. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Gwen. I feel a connection to a female ET in status in a tube on a ship. I feel that she is a queen or a leader. I have sensed this connection for about 3 years. Any thoughts?
Connected to- so on the ship.
I don't get that she's a Earthling queen.
Mm-mm.
She's not
No.
an earthling? Is that what you said?
Not an Earthling queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's maybe a queen of another universe or
Yeah.
planet. Or,
Yeah, another species.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a tall white with a Nefertiti appearance about it, you know?
Yeah.
That Egyptian cone head,
Mhm.
the crown that Nefertiti wore over
yes.
head all the time. So we don't know for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm getting is a tall white.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm getting that you're a hybrid,
Mm.
Gwen. And so some of your chromosome DNA are from the queen. And you're not the only one. There's others
Right.
around, but
Yeah.
it's an honor,
Uh-huh.
they're saying.
Yeah. Don't let it freak you out. But
Mhm.
that's what I got too, Terry.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I get that it's galactic, and then I pulled the card that said this is our ancient future.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that's
Wow.
awesome.
That's
That's what I'm
beautiful.
getting. It's a future self you, well, but it's a collective because there is more than one, and you can cultivate a relationship and receive more information
Mm.
Yeah.
as you go along.
She is an ambassador
Mm,
and wise woman to this queen.
mm,
Okay. Wow.
Because
So
it's
Very
really an
interesting.
honor. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. And you're protected, Gwen.
mhm.
Yeah.
So when you walk with that protection.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're behind you.
Yeah. Walk proud.
Not in a weird way.
Yeah. I get barrier, and I'm thinking that the barrier means that she's in this test tube for now because it isn't her time yet. I don't know if that's what you think.
Stasis, she's
Yeah.
suspended. So yeah, she's just waiting to get back to Earth or back to the planet she's come from.
Right. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yep.
that ancient future thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
Wait-
it's interesting. It's
waiting
interesting
till
you brought up it being a tall white, right?
Yes.
And you just told us there was one
Yeah.
scene in Florida.
And I was just going to make a haha by saying he was buying her clothes and they caught him. She has to wait a little longer. Sorry, Gwen, I couldn't resist. But
Yeah.
so I don't know if you were here, but there's been this news release about this tall white that was seen at the a mall in Florida. In fact, there were more than one, and they have a film of one of them. Nothing can be determined or disproved at this point. And so, and that happened on January 1st. And then there was a big brouhaha, and police were called in, and people were shooting off fireworks because it was the first. And so it was just wild. So,
Well, aren't we supposed to have all kinds of people?
Oh,
not
yeah.
Yeah.
entities coming out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she travels this way too. This is how she travels.
Mhm.
absolutely
She travels
with
light
you.
years. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So Book Wonders, what does calling in the galactics mean?
I like that. A Dumbassery question.
I love that. I'm writing that one down. That's t-shirt worthy.
that is t-shirt
Teresa
worthy.
Ford.
Yeah, that is.
That you want to call upon them as if you would your guides and angels, because quite honestly, they are our guides and angels as well. To me, there is a big connection between the angels and the galactics.
Mhm.
Okay, because some people have named them angels, but some people believe that the angels actually were
Ah,
galactics. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're far advanced in intelligence than we are.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're just like Stone Age right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely out of that bone on
Mhm.
a rock.
Yeah.
Also, you know, most of us aren't from this planet that are
Mhm.
working right now here, and there are ancestors or descendants or however you want to put it. But when we call them in, we can call them in for protection.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
So when you're calling in your spirit guides, your angels, you can call in the galactics.
yeah, because
That's
most of
just
your spirit
important.
guides are galactic.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
would call in the elementals as well. So of
Right.
course,
True.
Yeah.
because
Well, they
Hopi-
might look very different, wouldn't they?
right, and even the
Mhm.
Hopi believe that the elementals, the fairy, the little people, which they were well aware of, were from a higher source, were alien nation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They come in forms of orbs too.
Mhm.
So if you see
Carolyn, did you want to say something?
circles,
No, I was just saying, book said, what do they look like?
Yeah.
Because where they're from.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
look different ways.
Depending on their star
It's not
seed
one look.
location. Yeah.
Right, from reptilian to like
Yeah.
Defenders of the Universe. What was that show? Masters of the Universe,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
Lionel. Remember him?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the train.
No,
I
I
mean
know.
Lionel from the kids' cartoon show, because what was her name? Leporda. All of
And
the characters.
a
And
lot can change their appearance, and
That's true.
that's
Yeah.
why it's a good practice to call in of the highest vibration of unconditional love or something to that effect when you're talking or calling in anybody.
Yeah.
You
There's-
gotta have that
yes.
distinction. And then with Gwen, I was getting she is getting information that's going to help the future here
Mhm. Mhm.
in some
Yeah.
way.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's all different types. I mean, insectoid, all
Well,
sorts
there
of
were one. Jay says, which ones were the one in Miami? And so that was the tall white, though.
right, they were calling him
Yeah.
a tall white because he was 10 feet tall. The one that they have on the film, they
Mhm.
can't prove it and they can't disprove it. And then there is another film out there that I'm trying to find the original ones to send you guys, but there's another one that I just ran across that I want to listen to before I send it to anybody, where there's shadows of 10 of them in a group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They altered their appearance to suit us because we're in a 3D and that's very judgment oriented
Mhm.
realm, and we might be scared. So they don't want to scare us. They want to be kind, and they'll alter their appearance to something that makes you feel comfortable.
That I believe. And so as we were talking, I'm thinking of Cocoon. That was
Exactly.
like one of my very favorite movies.
Yeah.
And you remember the old people got young and all that, and they could
Yeah.
play ball. And they, but they had these pods that they came in, and they were in the pool, I believe. But some of them don't have like bodies. They're just like you said, orbs, or they're spiritual.
Yeah.
which was certainly a better version of the Body Snatchers. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Good old Ron Howard grew up with us. He upgraded that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we have Ness. She wants to ask Vibe about her dream last night. She says, I had a dream about an outdoor party and meeting people and talking to them, but it felt scary.
Yeah, I can feel it in your heart.
Mm.
A stalker.
A stalker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was feeling
A watcher. Yeah.
A watcher? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm feeling Epstein. So
Okay.
the sinister, not knowing what I'm getting into, not what I'm getting into, but who are these people? Can I trust?
Trusting somebody.
Mhm. I think it's somebody she's recently met or has maybe known for a short while.
Okay.
Um,
A foretelling, maybe?
maybe.
I'm wondering if she's not going to get invited to a party or
Mhm.
something nest that has they have ulterior motives.
Right.
I don't know if it's orgy swingers or if it's they're just
Yes.
really, who knows? But
There, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I get too, Terry. I get that there's like a love, there's something, there's an infatuation with you, and I'm just literally riddled with anxiety.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Like take a
Don't
shower,
ever,
get the rose water out.
leave your drink.
Oh,
Yep. Spray some here.
yeah.
You have to go get it. I used to, if I went out on the dance floor and even if I had a fresh drink, I'd go get another one.
Mhm.
I would never trust that glass that I left sitting
Well,
in.
that's true. Rohypnol. Was it Rohypnol or
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
ever.
Roofies.
And if somebody's talking to you, put your hand over the top of your cup.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Trust is a big thing in this next couple of years. I mean, as the separation of frequency continues, right, with Pluto, right? Pluto's close to your
Oh.
ascendant, but Pluto being close to your ascendant's close to mine too, Ness. It does. If you're in integrity and authentic and in truth, in your heart, that's your foundation. There's
Mhm.
nothing for you to be concerned about. The thing is that we have to be able to feel out who's who among us, and that's not always easy to do.
Right. Yeah.
And don't forget, your ascendant represents intimacy, the way you show yourself to people in a close relationship. And Pluto, close there, will help you stay on guard
Mm-hmm.
and protect you. So if you get that, no, I'm not, no, I shouldn't, listen to it and walk
Yeah.
away.
It is really important that we trust ourselves going forward. The energy's so different, and we're bringing in these new ways of being.
Yeah.
But not everybody is connected like most of us here are. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
until that starts to ramp up, it's kind of it's sad to say it, but you have to stay safety first.
Protection.
And be on board. Yeah.
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 The
She
name
is-
Revlon comes to
What's that?
mind.
What
The
name?
name Revlon. Do you
Wow.
remember the case of Revlon?
Yes.
Where he
Yeah.
would drug the women and
Yeah.
okay, this is that kind of personality.
Okay.
Mm.
I think she and I have talked. I think she knows who this person is.
Okay.
So,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. no,
I don't
Because-
know that for sure, Ness. That's your call, honey. But it might be
Yeah.
that person we talked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would use extra protection, I use bubbles, dragons, I use mirrors against people so they can't see into my energy. I just do all kinds of little things that makes me feel better. I'm not, as far as I know, I'm protected, but that's my way. That's my guidance in helping me feel better. But I don't put myself in awkward situations. I try to stay out of it. And if I feel something from somebody, I just back away.
Mhm.
I know that sounds overly.
I do think this makes sense. Yeah. It was a shadow of past experience. So it could have been a past life too that you had a similar experience. Maybe.
Mhm.
And it might be a good idea for you, Ness, to cut your cords too, to release any of that. And if you're feeling any of the energy that we were feeling here tonight, it might be good to cleanse your energy to either with sage or spray or Palo Santo or something. Just because if you're still feeling that from the dream, you're probably holding on to some of that energy.
Yeah. Let
And
me
if you find
have
a
a.
necklace
Oh,
of
go ahead.
mirrors that you can wear,
A necklace? Yeah.
a necklace of mirrors, little circles of mirrors or something like that,
Yeah.
they're not
Yeah.
going to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'd like to do an advertisement here for Callie Healer, please.
I'm on that boat too.
She
Yeah.
is the best
She is.
cord cutter I've ever met.
She is.
Yeah.
She's fabulous.
I'm going to
Oh,
do
Yeah.
a reading
Thank
with
you.
her. Amazing.
Thank you.
She's had multiple cord cuttings. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Hi, Kelly Scarborough. Okay. Well,
Hi,
thank you,
Kelly.
Ness, honey. Thank you. But if you need one again, let Kelly know. All right. So, Rossi, I dreamt I was in a hallway walking away from someone, and as I walked away, I started levitating. Ooh,
Mm.
that's leveling up, isn't it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly it.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing.
You're moving on up.
We do a lot of work when we're asleep, so that
True.
makes sense. And especially this is high energy work.
Yeah.
Going forward.
But you don't remember who the person was, right?
Right.
I'm-
But was it inspirational or did you inspire them? Which is probably more like what happened, right?
Mm.
You had the conversation and turned away from them.
Mhm. Ah.
Interesting. Yeah. I get that your cat goes with you too, Rossi.
Mhm.
That
Oh.
they're traveling.
Leah
with
says
you.
leaving the weight behind. Wow.
Oh, I love that, Leah. Leah's had the best comments. She's such a
You
good
do.
fan. She
Everybody,
does.
everybody here is wonderful.
Yeah,
Jay's got
amazing.
astral traveling. Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't remember who. It might not matter who it was, Rossi.
Right.
It's just that it was you that was the most important part of that
Yes.
memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her cat is always next to her. Yeah, I kind of feel like you were kind of in a sense surrendering, like something that you're letting go of, and that just causes your energy to elevate
Uh-huh.
and levitate.
Elevate and levitate. Anybody else want to say anything before we move on?
Yeah, I think the same. She was ascending.
Ascending. All right. My partner dreamt I bought a bunch of strange people into an old troublesome abode, and one of them strange folks had a tiger. First, I thought it was a tigger. That would be a different reading.
Tigger's
Oh,
I
Tigger
think there's a
and
theme going on about making sure we're conscious of our energy
I
bodies,
agree. Yeah. I agree.
protection.
We can't rest on our spiritual laurels, so to speak. We need to take charge and remember. And when I was doing karate, it was like, you don't have to fight anybody. Knowing karate isn't for fighting, it's for deflecting people. And so it's that, it's having your eyes, on the back of your head or whatever. And we're spiritual karate masters here. And, we don't want to have to fear, but we
No.
do have to be aware. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. She says a tiger mask.
Oh,
Ah,
Interesting.
yeah.
okay.
and the tiger, what the tiger represents itself in the way of protection and aloofness and knowledge and wisdom and that above all else, not until I'm ready kind of sense that a tiger,
Yeah.
as well as a connection to the
I get
to the morning,
nourished.
because it was an Asian tiger that I saw, not knowing what you saw in your dream.
Yep.
But that was what came to my mind as I saw as I read this.
And tigers are masters at stalking. Think about,
That's true. Finding out who the troublesome people were that you had to be careful of, because your house is your body as well.
Your home, yeah.
Your home. Yeah.
I love that, Allie.
Mhm.
Any-
Yeah,
any-
tigers are very spiritual too. I mean, the tiger and the dragon
Yeah.
travel hand in hand, and that somebody pretending to be a tiger, having that tiger mask, but then you look
Mhm.
deeper.
Mhm.
Yeah, survival. Yeah, all the strength you need, Lori. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love
Thanks,
that.
Lori. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that they were pretending that.
Mm.
Hmm.
Wow.
I like that.
Interesting.
I get it's like she was almost like a spiritual teacher, like teaching teaching them to overcome their fears and to speak their truth. And I really feel like it was a spiritual teaching that she was
Mhm.
teaching these people.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Okay.
makes so much sense.
Look
Yeah.
behind the mask
Yeah.
that people are living behind.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
wow.
Look beyond the mask to
Yeah.
what they really are.
Who they really are. Yep. Oh, wow. Very nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Leah, I'll come back to your other comment. I want to make sure I get to Heather. She had a dream. She met her uncle who died shortly after her mother was born. It was her fraternal twin. I think I saw that his name was Theodore. So if that helps. I was in my childhood home. I was seeing a deceased family. One young man with a goatee said hi to me. I was puzzled, and he said, "It's your Uncle Teddy." I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Wow.
Oh, wow, I was right. Do you think he was one of your spirit guides, Heather? And you recognize?
He's still with you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's saying he was just visiting, just stopping by,
Mhm.
doing a little walkabout.
More than just one member of your family? Seeing deceased family?
Family.
It was a gathering.
Mm-hmm.
It was a gathering of their souls to make sure
Oh.
your soul was right.
okay.
Good.
Okay. But you just remember that Uncle Teddy was in there, and everybody else sort of just meshed in with Uncle Teddy. You remember him the most. But if it was family, yeah, you're right. They all gathered together.
And children see that, you know, it's more prevalent than we realize. Well, we may realize it, but kids really do see a lot more.
It was a healing circle.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, Carolyn, I
Good
love
one.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Heather, I love that because they were there for you. And you've gone
Yeah.
through some tough times. And so I want you to know they're there with you. Yeah.
That's so beautiful,
It
Heather.
And your family has encircled you
Mhm.
with their love.
And Heather, don't take this the wrong way, but I think he resembles you.
He resembles her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think that he resembles her or she resembles him.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely family. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
that
That family.
resemblance.
That
Oh, yeah,
family.
Tell
Yeah.
your relatives.
You can always tell, can't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
And
my
more
third and fourth cousins. Yeah. Or her
Maybe
mother.
more emotionally, they were more alike.
Okay. Could be. Could be. Yeah. I don't know if I'm not on that page. Let's see. Beautiful.
She could
Okay.
be her.
Uh-huh.
You could have been him.
There were several members, and 2 women said they were native, but I don't know who they were. Okay.
I gotta
So they
show
may have
this.
gone
This
back
is just
further. Yeah.
and look at that. There's 2 women.
Oh,
Ha.
Mm-hmm.
The sacred vision.
It's not over. I can sense the shift of your mother's fraternal brother. Wow. Wow, Heather. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Amazing.
Okay, we got Jazz. I'd like to know what it means to dream of a wolf. I dreamt of seeing a preoccupied wolf in a forest. I love that. That's a wonderful explanation. So it didn't see you is what you're saying, right? Okay. Preoccupied. Hmm.
Well, the wolf must have felt comfortable with her.
Hmm.
It wasn't a predatory thing.
Were you Little Red Riding Hood? Yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
He's saying you're his spirit animal. He's your
Spirit animal. Hmm. They're the closest thing to dogs, aren't they?
Mhm.
Yeah, unconditional love with dogs.
Right.
loyalty.
Mhm.
I had a wolf
Yeah.
as a pet when I was a kid.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
really? That's
Wow.
cool. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, powerful spirit animals symbolizing the ability to navigate through life with confidence and strengths. What represents the wild strength,
Yep.
intuitiveness.
Both teacher and student is the wolf. And the male will rear the children just as much as the mother.
Wow.
So is it
Yeah.
she that's preoccupied and she's not seeing the forest, or she's not seeing something that's right there if she's the wolf as well?
Mm.
Or
But she
the
saw him in the forest.
young wolves in the forest. Did she have cubs or he had cubs? They had cubs.
She is of the wolf.
Oh,
And what
But
he,
a preoccupied one.
yeah, what he's teaching you is be quiet. You're protected.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. But I'm ready to go for you if you disturb.
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I get protection.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Right. If Woody was preoccupied with food, he wouldn't drop the food to get rid of you. But if you come closer, he will defend the food.
Of course. Yeah.
And they don't actually they don't eat what's carrion. They don't eat already dead. They don't eat the
Right.
carcass.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So whatever it was, if it was food, it was a fresh kill.
Okay. Do you remember John Belushi said, "I would like you to feed your fingertips to the Wolverines."
And being the state animal of Michigan, I
Right,
understand that.
Right. I get it. I get it.
Sounds
Sorry.
like
Sorry, Jazz. I just had to throw that in because I'm a weirdo. Oh, my
I keep
goodness.
hearing Season of the Wolf. That's
Season
on.
of the Wolf. Yeah. And the winter is the season of the wolf. That's right,
Yep.
Ross.
And
Yeah.
it was
Yep.
just the wolf moon.
Aren't
Yep.
we having I thought the wolf moon was at the end of the month, Diana.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, we're
It
going
is.
to
It's
have.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. This was cold moon.
So maybe something is to remain vigilant. Keep an eye on things the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. That's
Something
cool.
coming into your awareness. I don't think it's bad. I think it's good, but
Mhm.
Just to be
Um,
present. Be present.
be prep. And that I've been getting that message like really heavy the last week. For all of us to be more present in the present moment is
Mhm.
when we're here, when we're alive, and that is the only moment that matters. It
Mhm.
keeps coming into my being repeated.
Mhm. Wow. I mean, she says, good to know I'm protected. I always care about my safety. And again, there's another protection dream.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
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 The last one we got for this evening, Leo asked, Tuda said that her name, Leah's name was Tuya. That's crazy. All the details of my journey line up to her image.
Mhm.
Help. Yeah. Any thoughts?
Well, one thought I have right off the bat, because of her light language and star language usage, how does your birth chart align with hers? I'm pretty sure she's a Pisces sun sign, but I don't know anything else about her chart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anybody get any hits on the name?
I'm seeing a lot of indigenous energy, but it's like sky people. It's not.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Yeah.
They're not in some way. They're not on the earth or from the earth. They're the sky people.
Well, she said that the name was the mother of Ramses,
Okay.
which is
Oh.
and yeah, and we, the Egyptian is also considered perhaps to be alien. So
Another
Yeah.
conehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ra. Yeah. From that. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the sun.
It was Seti the second, Seti the third's. No, Seti the second's wife. He had 100 children.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And when I was told that I was a queen in Egypt,
Yep.
priestess, no, I wasn't a priestess. I was a queen.
Uh-huh.
That was her.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
right.
Oh,
Yes, you
All
talked
the
about
children around me, and yeah, that was.
There's the connection.
Queen Grandmother of Nefertiti.
Yeah.
And I saw Heidi earlier this evening
Wow.
in the tall white.
Yeah. Another fascinating evening with you all.
Yeah.
Right.
always. Always.
Now I'm awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Right.
know. All you
Now
people
what
on the East Coast, I apologize.
Oh no.
We'll be awake for hours, don't we?
I don't mean to be rude, but there's one more question that someone has. They need to
Oh.
be
Sure.
it needs to be answered.
Okay. I must not have seen
Oh,
it. Do you
wow.
know what time it was or?
I feel I can't.
Okay.
Well, Jay just said this while you're looking. As soon as Diana said light language, Allie's light turned off. Visual effects for the show are great.
Yeah.
I'm looking, Carolyn.
Don't see
All right,
anything.
It has been an odd week, Mousy. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Leah, she too is a Pisces, March 14th.
Does anyone else have a question?
Well,
Okay.
Book felt the elevation when in the dream that was done a few minutes ago when she saw someone in the hall and then started levitating.
Elevation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool.
KK saying she posted a question, but I
Oh,
don't.
KK did? Oh, all right, KK.
I'm looking for it. Was it further back?
Go ahead and if you wouldn't mind, KK, if you wouldn't mind retyping it. Well, I'm sorry. If we find it, we'll let you know and we will answer it. Usually,
I normally don't do this, but I
Carol.
Yep.
have a feeling.
It's okay. Yep. Let me know if she posts it.
Yeah.
I'm looking too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking back and I'm not.
Yeah, me too. I'm at the top. I don't see one.
You know what's
Yeah.
really, I have to tell you guys this because it's important when you have a channel. Sometimes they disappear or they
Yeah.
may have put it up two or three times even, and I can't see it. And I feel like a yo-yo, but I'm not. I mean, it's just what I'm going through and I can't find it. And then people say, well, I put it up.
You're amazing, Allie.
Yeah.
I see you wrote a detour sign, and that
Oh.
was for Ness. That was for
Yeah.
Ness. I think I saw KK here, but that was she was saying hi to Jules. So,
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at.
all right.
Yeah. She may have left, somebody's saying.
Mm.
KK, are
No,
you still there, honey?
Yeah, I think she is because I think she said, "Did you get my question?"
Right.
Yeah.
There she is.
You got a question? Oh, you found her.
Uh,
What time? What time?
9:05.
Okay. So
Right
that
under
was-
Sonia.
Oh, I'm right there. Okay. Oh,
Hi, Jenny. I had a dream last night that I was holding and consoling a long ago ex of mine. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Sandy.
Mhm.
Guilty.
Sorry.
I'm not even Canadian. They say it. I'm sorry.
She's got a follow up, but again, 9:05.
Yeah, I felt as if it was him sending. I was sending him energy, but is there more to the dream? Okay. So you felt like you were being an energy conduit. Okay.
I feel like was closure on a soul contract.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. She was letting him go, but letting him know that she still loved him and
Yeah.
that she would always be there for him.
Yeah, he felt like there was something unsaid or something
Mhm.
undone, that it was a lost opportunity for him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, and do you know if he's passed or did he recently pass? And this unfinished business of his returning, Terry.
Oh. Yeah. So do you know, KK, if the ex has passed? He recently had a child, so he has passed from child to adult.
Mm,
To a man.
A man, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
That feels
Yeah. You were just comforting him. He made this, if this is his first child, he may feel uncomfortable
Mhm,
and he may be living a little in the past
mhm,
or regret that he didn't have that with you.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And you were consoling him and telling him, it's okay, it's all right. I let you go. I set you free.
Mhm,
But I'll always be here for you.
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, I feel like there's pain in his heart.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that he's going through something. He was going through something, and the connection that you two had, and you very well probably you could have actually met up in your dream, and he was coming to get comfort because he knew that he knew what he needed he could get from you, and you were willing to provide him with the comfort and what you needed, and so he came to you to help him get through
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
time that he's going through.
Yeah.
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 So you were comforting him because it wasn't meant to be. But if you had all those plans of having children together and had names picked out for them,
Yeah.
that's a strong bond.
Yeah.
That really is. Yeah.
It's like bittersweet, right? Like regret.
Yeah.
Kind of longing feeling
Did I
is
make
what
the
I'm
right
getting.
choice? Yeah.
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 But here we are now, right? In this, I have a child with someone else, you know?
Right.
This may
Yeah.
not have been as well thought out as you were, KK, with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So be at peace. Be at peace, KK.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
done your job.
No, that's
That's
nice.
good. I'm
Yeah.
glad that he's a
man.
good
I love
man,
it.
no bad.
Yeah.
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 So you can release him and know that he's fine and so are you. That's
Mhm.
wonderful. Yeah. Wow, I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Carolyn, for
Sure.
letting us know.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love that, KK. I'm so glad we got to read on you.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, all right, everybody. Thank you to everybody that's here. Thank you. We're always happy to see you. We're always happy to enjoy your dreams and so forth. Okay, Sonia, I had one. I didn't write it down. It was a new to me person, and he was tall, holding me, good looking. Terry, if he's who Dan is sending, I'll take it.
Sonia, cracking me up. Dan's her late husband.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Go Sonia.
Yeah.
Woohoo. Yeah,
He
right.
wants you to love again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He's definitely
Wow.
sending you somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does.
Wow.
When you're walking down the street and you see him, you're gonna. Yeah.
Yeah,
be
look.
awesome.
Yeah.
I recognize you. That's right. Oh wow.
Remember that feeling 3 times a day, Sonia.
They,
Mm.
nice.
The attractional.
Yep. She usually doesn't remember having dreams. A lot of people don't. Then that means it was an important dream if you remembered it. Even the little bit of it, it was important. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you, Diana, who's still behind the veil. And thank you, Terry, Carolyn, and Peter. Valerie from Illumination Portal. Please check out her channel as well. And Callie Healer. Thank you for being here, Kelly. And we'll see you next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Have a good one.
Sweet dreams.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.